In a world of floating golden dust, an ancient hourglass flows backward, signaling a time to reflect on the legacy we build and the weight we carry. We often celebrate our victories, building grand monuments to our past selves, holding on to every token of success, as if it defines our entire existence forever. But what happens when the very things we are most proud of become the heavy weight that stops us from moving forward into a new tomorrow? Is your past success a bridge to your future? Or has it slowly become a cage that keeps you trapped in the glory of yesterday's sun? This is the paradox of glory. We think we are preserving our greatness, but we might just be forging the very chains that bind our tired souls. Deep inside a hidden crystal cavern, an old blacksmith spends his lonely days recycling the remnants of his old glories into something much more heavy. Every trophy won and every medal earned is carefully melted down. He refuses to let go of the past, so he transforms it into permanent form. His face is etched with the lines of many battles won, but his eyes show the exhaustion of a man who never learned how to stop. The gold of his youth, the victory and success he once fought for, now flows like liquid fire, ready to be reshaped into a burden. He is creating a golden chain of memories, link by link, believing that by keeping them close, he keeps his identity and his power alive. Clang, clang. Each strike of the hammer echoes through the silent cave, a heartbeat of a life lived entirely in the shadow of previous achievements. The small blue bird tries to catch his attention, a messenger of the world outside, but the blacksmith is too consumed by his golden labor. He thought he was protecting his greatness by weaving his history into a suit of armor, ensuring that he would always be recognized as a champion. Each link added was a reminder of who he used to be, a chronological record of every peak he ever climbed, now turned into cold metal. At first, the armor of achievement felt like a regal garment. It shimmered with pride and commanded respect from anyone who might look upon him. But slowly, the weight began to increase. Every new memory added made the cloak thicker, more rigid, and much harder to carry through the cave. What started as a symbol of power was now a heavy cage. The gold didn't empower him anymore. It slowly began to imprison his very spirit. The luster faded into an oppressive weight. The bright sun of his past victories cast a long, dark shadow over his present and his future. He was a prisoner of his own making, bound by the very treasures he once fought so hard to earn. He could no longer stand tall. The world outside was calling, offering new adventures, fresh air, and the chance to start again without the burden of who he was before. The bird's song was a reminder that life exists beyond the forge, that there are skies to fly in that don't care about your past trophies. A beautiful landscape waited just a few steps away, a world where he could be anyone, a world where the past didn't have to be heavy. He reached out, trying to move toward the light, but the golden chains were tethered to the ground, anchored by the sheer volume of his history. He quivered under the crushing pressure. The gold he loved so much was now a wall between him and the life he truly desired to live. In that moment of defeat, he saw himself clearly. A man trapped in a golden tomb of his own construction, gasping for a breath of freedom. He realized that to move forward, he would have to leave his treasures behind. To be free, he would have to become a nobody again. The fire of ambition finally faded, replaced by the soft, steady light of truth. The silence of the cave became a space for a new choice. Freedom began with a simple choice: to stop being the one who won and start being the one who is. The bird waited patiently. He understood that his soul was worth more than all the gold in the world. He was ready to let the weight fall away forever. With a shaky hand, he unlocked the first link. It was a terrifying release, letting go of the identity he had built over a lifetime of toil. The first chain dropped, and a wave of relief washed over him. The sound of falling gold was the most beautiful music he had ever heard. Piece by piece, the burden was shed. Every chain dropped was a soul liberated from the expectations of the past and the fear of the future. Standing in his simple clothes, he felt a lightness he hadn't known since childhood. He was no longer a monument. He was a living man. He walked toward the light, leaving the golden pile in the darkness. And he didn't look back, for there was nothing there he needed anymore. The sunlight was warm on his skin, a blessing from a world that didn't demand he be a hero, only that he be present and free. Your achievements are milestones, not anchors. Be grateful for what you have done, but don't let it stop you from what you can still become. Don't let your past peak be your future prison. The greatest victory you will ever achieve is the courage to walk away from your own shadow. Walk light and walk free into the unknown. Your journey is just beginning, unburdened by the gold of yesterday. Embrace the wide, open sky.